We present to your attention the 5 most dangerous cities in the world. 5th place, Maceió, Brazil. Externally, this Brazilian city looks very attractive. Palm trees, bright sun, white beaches, and blue water. But according to statistics, Maceió is one of the most dangerous cities on Earth because every year there are 135 murders per 100,000 people. There is a huge difference between poor and rich residents in the city. It is little consolation for local authorities that so far it is their own tourists who are dying here, not visiting tourists. 4th place, city of Baghdad, Iraq. Iraq's best times are long gone. After the American occupation of 2003 to the present day, the streets of Baghdad have become the scene of military operations, where government forces constantly exchange fire with rebels, suicide bombers and car bombs explode. Added to this is mortar and rocket attacks on residential areas of Baghdad. As a result, almost the entire city is littered with garbage and is in disrepair. Electricity and water are supplied hourly. 3rd place, city of Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. This city is located on the border with the United States, and in recent years has become extremely dangerous to live in. The reason is still the same, a fierce war between drug cartels and gangs over drug trafficking to the north. This forced many city residents to flee in search of safer places. Out of the 100,000 people, 130 are killed here every year. You can't kick a local resident out of their house at night, although it's not at all safe here during the day. You can be kidnapped or simply get shot here at any time. 2nd place, Acapulco, Mexico. Next comes the famous Mexican city of Acapulco, glorified in songs and more than once becoming a film set. There are magnificent white sand beaches here, but all this is deceptive. The city is dangerous for life. It increasingly appears in crime news, which describes gruesome details about dismembered or mutilated bodies found on beaches or city streets. When Beltran Leyva, the head of the local drug cartel, died, a bloody war broke out over the routes for delivering drugs to the northern neighbor. If previously respectable businessmen were involved in the development of tourism, now they find themselves embroiled in disputes between local gangs. There are 140 murders per 100,000 people in Acapulco every year. 1st place, San Pedro Sula, Honduras. In the northwest of the most dangerous country in the world, Honduras, is its most dangerous city, San Pedro Sula. Thus, in 2014, the murder rate per 100,000 people here reached 171 deaths. This appalling figure was achieved in a city that is not in the middle of a theater of war or a revolutionary situation. Every day, about 3 people die violent deaths here. The city has a thriving drug and weapons trade, and there are endless bloody clashes between local gangs, accompanied by incessant murders. And there is no one to take the necessary steps to curb the ongoing wave of violence. Local residents have long accepted that the city is ruled by drug cartels that do not care about the lives of some people, and law enforcement agencies here have suffered a complete collapse. From the example of San Pedro Sula, one can understand that poverty, corruption, and instability are not the worst things in life. Meanwhile, the city is a major industrial center of the country, although in fact it is one of the drug capitals of the world, since here cocaine is refined, packaged, and sent north to the main consumers, the USA and Canada.